Hello everyone, my name is Yogesh and today I am speaking over topic Hinduism, Sanatan Dharma. The question I will cover is what Hinduism, Sanatan Dharma means. In this lecture I have tried not to hurt any sentiments of any Hindu or any person of any other religion. So if you feel anything wrong in this lecture, then you can mail me or message me on Gmail so that I could correct it. The language, for language reference I have used Wikipedia as a reference. Most of the common definition of anything are being referenced from Wikipedia. Now coming over the question, what is Hinduism? Hinduism is a dominant religion of Indian subcontinent and consists of many diverse traditions, a wide spectrum of laws and prescription of daily morality based on karma, dharma and social norms. Hinduism is categorization of distinct intellectual or philosophy point of view rather than a rigid common set of beliefs. There are 330 million god and goddesses in Hinduism. Now this is the definition from Wikipedia. To describe this in detail, uh, let me tell you about. Let me explain this. You will find many people saying Hinduism is not a religion; it is a way of life because Hinduism doesn't force anyone to follow a belief. Most commonly in Hindus family you will find you in Hindus family you will find that family consists of four people, and you can even find all members worshipping different deities, god and goddesses also in different ways, and also respecting other beliefs too. But there are common beliefs in Hindu mythology like taking bath before worshipping because body is considered as first temple men and women should worship. Taking bath before cooking as kitchen is considered as second temple of every home because it fulfill need of basicness of our life. So that's why purity is being considered as a main part of Hinduism. Now, who is Hindu? To be a Hindu, you can be a polytheist. Polytheism is a worship of or belief in multiple deities usually assembled in pantheons of gods and goddesses along with their own religion and rituals. You can be a monotheist. Monotheism is defined by the Encyclopedia Britannica as belief in existence of one god or in oneness of God. Also, you can be a theist. Atheism is in broad sense the rejection of belief in the existence of deities. In narrow sense, atheism is especially the position that there are not deities or God. Now, Hindu worship nature, and even the things which are part of nature, like Hindu worship trees, people, Tulsi, etc., rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, we worship them. Sun, moon, cow, dog, cat, lion, tiger, etc., are all worshipped by Hindu. So, if I combine my last three slides, to be a good Hindu, you can worship one god or multiple god or goddesses, or tree, or a cow, or a river, or no god, nor god at all. Then also you can be a good Hindu. According to the Bhagavad Gita is considered as one of the most sacred texts by Hindus. Hindu, or can say any human, is defined by his karma done by human. Karma is deeds, what men do. It is not important that you worship a god or goddess or not. If you have done any sin, then even if you worship a god, you will be punished as act of your deed. So what are the punishment? Like in Islam, it is said that you will be burned in fire of Jahannam, etc. Even there are also a saying in Christianity also, like my some of the friends told me that if you don't take name of Jesus, then you will go to hell, etc. Like these are the beliefs which I have listened from other people. But in Hinduism, what are the punishment? There is no punishment like burning in hell and other things. Yes, there is also place considered where suffering after life are given. But if you did anything like murder or any other crime, or you get punishment by your court and sent to jail, then also it is considered as punishment as a result of your karma, as you have done something wrong, and the thing you are facing and the things you are suffering are being result of your karma, your deed. So what is karma? Karma means action, work or deed. It is also referred to a principle of causality where intent and action of an individual influence the future of that individual. Good intent will result in good deed, contribute to good karma and future happiness, while bad intent and bad deed contribute to bad karma and future suffering. So this is the you any person in this world cannot neglect this theory of karma, which is very common thing. Everything which happens is a result of something we did in past. So if you think karma out of Hinduism and anything else, you will consider this is part of life. So you cannot uh, discriminate karma. So it is very easy. Now in every religion there is been saying that by like if you take name of Jesus, or you believe in Allah or whatsoever, in other religions it has been believed that you will get the God. This is a way to God, this is a path to God. Now what is the path to God in Hinduism? In Hinduism, path to God are divided in three parts. First is karma yoga. As noted by various commentators, the Bhagavad Gita offers a practical approach to liberation, or in the form of karma yoga. The path of karma yoga upholds the necessity of action. Now, in karma, as I told you, it is a deed done by a human. If the person is doing bad thing, if he is not fulfilling his duties and other things, then he cannot get his goal. He cannot get to God. He cannot go to get to God. He will be suffering of his deed. He will be get suffering from his deed. Even in the karma yoga, it is been said everyone that anyone, if he or she want to get to the God, then he or she should fulfill his duties, his or her duties. Like if the person has given birth to children and he is not giving them food, not giving them education, then he cannot get God, because he is not doing his duties. Now second way of doing way to God is bhakti yoga. The introduction to chapter 7 of Bhagavad Gita explains the bhakti as a mode of worship, which consists of unceasing and loving remembrance of God. Faith and total surrender to a chosen God are considered to be important aspect of bhakti. That you devote yourself to God and you are just chanting his name all day. This is also a way that you can get God. Also there is a Jnana yoga. In this, it is considered is the path of wisdom and knowledge and direct experience. You are not believing into any god, you are learning from your own experiences and doing right deeds which you feel right in your life. So these with these three you can get these three are being considered as a way to God. Now coming back to karma yoga, the thing you do is thing you get. In bhakti yoga you have dedicated yourself to God, and in third one you are just living your life and learning from your experience and doing right things. Now peace in Hinduism. In Hinduism, peace holds a great part. If you understand theory of karma, then it is very easy to understand that if you will give love, then in return you will get love. If you will impart peace, then you will get peace in return. Fruit you get is from seed you planted. So this is a common thing you can get from karma. There are three religions: Buddhism, Sikhism, and Jainism, which are being derived from Hinduism. Like you can also say that the people in these religion are much converted from Hinduism to this religion. Lot of learning and knowledge between all four religion is common, out of which peace is one. Now worshipping images. Now in Christianity, even in Islam, uh, Judaism, they oppose uh, worshipping statues and images. But in Hinduism, according to worshipping anything is right. There is no discrimination against it. According to Hindu, God is everywhere. God is in stone, is in river, and is in child, and is in human, as in air, and is or everywhere. People worship images, stones, statues, even food. As Hindu believe God is everywhere. Now, most people give this debate on this. Like, if I have a I do have a wife and I sleep with her, so does that mean that I sleep with God? No. uh, this is very narrow sense of this uh, topic. Like if you consider, if you want to understand this is more, this has been said. If your wife is a teacher and she is teaching children, so when she is teaching, she is teaching them how to live, how to she is giving lessons for their lives. So at that moment she is a god to his children, because whatsoever she will teach will shape the future of students. So every man is have a part of their life which is being considered as a god. Like uh, we have duties. Somewhere we do our duties right, and which give goodness to everyone. So uh, at that time we are playing a part of a god. Like if there is a person, he is dying from hunger, and you give a food for him, you are a god at that moment. So god is in everyone. Goodness you have in yourself is a god. According to Gandhi, god, first he discovered that god, he said god is truth. Later he said truth is god. Means the truth in yourself is a god. So if you worship anything, it doesn't matter. If you are doing right thing, uh, by worshipping some anything, then you are doing good and you are imparting goodness. So it doesn't matter that whether you are worshiping stone or river or anything. You can worship anything in Hinduism. Now about men and women in Hinduism. Now after British rule and after Mughal rule, uh, very much Indian tradition has lost very much about its senses, and lots of discrimination between men and women has come. But if you will go to the ground roots, men and women are both considered as equal, as one of the main god, that is Shiva, which is been worshipped by all of the Hindus, is not full without Shakti, which represent women. Now in this picture you will see half of the half body of Shiva is a woman, which is Shakti, and half is himself. So it has been represented that without men and women you cannot complete the universe. You know, you need both of them. So both of them are considered as equal, as equal. Now, to support this fact, it is considered that all three essential things, which are money or property, power or strength, and knowledge, are gift of three goddesses, which are Lakshmi, Durga, and Saraswati. Saraswati is goddess of knowledge, Durga is the goddess of power and strength, and Lakshmi is goddess of money and property. So all these things are three essential commodities of life of humans. So all three are being considered as a gift from all from these three goddesses. Life of man and woman in Hinduism. Life of men and women are divided in three stages. Student life is till 25, which is common in all of the world, and then marital life is considered from 25 to 50, where they enjoy their physical relationship. Even in Kama Sutra, this has been told that the man and woman has to can enjoy do enjoy should enjoy their marital life from between 25 to 50. After the life from 50, they could devote themselves to bhakti or to god, or to doing good things which are affecting people in society, doing good things. Now the question comes: why so many god and goddesses? Is it mandatory to worship all? In Hinduism, it is not important to worship all or any god or goddess. It totally depends upon you. Apart from this, in Hinduism there are gods in every family. Like mother is considered as biggest god of his son or his daughter. Even if a man is not worshipping any god and is just worshipping his mother, then it is also been a way to god, because mother play a biggest role in children life. She is the one person who is responsible for shaping the future of that children. If she will give bad teaching, then there is no way that the boy can be a good boy in the society. So mother is considered as biggest god by Hindus, and father comes after. Teacher are also considered as god, as they give lessons of life and knowledge. For women, her husband is also god, because her life depends upon him. Even if there is a case, son or daughter is grown up by some other person, man or person, then that person is considered as a god. Doesn't matter from which religion he is. If a Hindu child is been grown up by a Muslim person, then he then that Muslim person is also considered as a god, because he has given him life and lessons for his life. Now, if it is first duty or dharma is equivalent to the duty of every individual to first complete his or her responsibility for their mother, father, and children. If he or she fails, then his or her worship is not accepted by god or goddess he or she follows. If the person is worshipping a god and not fulfilling his duties toward his family, his mother and father, and he's just giving them misery, so his or her worship or is not been accepted by any of god or goddess, it will be considered as his sin, because he is not fulfilling the responsibilities he has given birth and he has been carrying. So in other about the other religion, in Hinduism, families teach respecting others, teach their children that they should respect other religion, as it is a saying, common saying in every Hindu family, that if we don't know much about anything, then we should not discriminate that. Also, we should respect others' feeling. So there is no restriction or anyone on anyone on visiting other religious places. Now, history which has affected Hindu and India. Now, before telling this, let me introduce about something. uh, we do have in our past, we do have gurukuls. Gurukul is a type of school in India, residentially in nature, with people living near the guru, often within the same house. Prior to British rule, they served as South Asia primary education institution. The Gurusha tradition is a hollowed one in the one in Hinduism, appears in other religion group in India such as Jainism, Buddhism, and Sikhism. Now, this is definition from Wikipedia. Gurukul are been considered as a small school which were in every city, every village, every district before British rule. British has applied ban on this because they want to promote their own education system in India. Nalanda University was considered the first great university in recorded in history. If you can, if you want to search on Google, you can check it. World first university, you will find it is Nalanda University, which is in was in Bihar in India. It is democratized by student. It is also one of the famous universities in the heydays. It accommodated over 10,000 students and 2,000 teachers. The university was considered as architecturally masterpiece and was remarked by a lofty wall, one great. Nalanda had 8 separate compounds and 10 temples, along with many other meditation halls and classrooms. One of the ground were lakes and parks. The library was located in 9-story building where prestigious copies of texts were produced. If you will see, this is equivalent to every great university we have in this world. We have libraries in we were having libraries in Nalanda. We have parks. We were having lakes. We were having library building, 9-story library. What happened to this university? Mughal people came and they have burnt all this university, uh, this whole university. And you can see, if India do have their do have first university in the world. They do have Gurukul in every village and every city, every district. So how can they be uneducated? This uneducation is all gift of Mughal and British rule to India. Now, this is about Manu Smriti. Manu Smriti is considered a law of Manu, which has been, like, you can say, like, first law was established in India in uh, the decision about, like, it was considered as a common laws on which decision on something are given. So it is also considered a law of all social classes. Here we have, you can search it on Google, Wikipedia. So why I'm saying that all things are all misery came from the British and Mughal rule. Let me show you one image. It was from Lord Macaulay, address to British Parliament 2 February 1835. What he said is, I have traveled across the length and breadth of India. I haven't seen one person who is a beggar, who is thief. Such wealth I have seen in this country, such high moral values, people of such countries, that I do not think we should ever conquer this country unless we break the very backbone of this nation, which is her spiritual and cultural heritage. And therefore, I promise that we replace her old and ancient education system, her culture, for it. For if the Indians think that all that is foreign and English is good and greater than their own, they will lose their self-esteem, their native culture, and they will become what we want them, a truly dominant nation. This is what Britisher has caused to India. They banned our gurukuls, our traditional education system. They have supported their education system and made India a miserable country. to support this fact, let me tell you one thing. Nalanda University was first university in Bihar. Bihar is is having biggest steel plant, is because all the coal mines and gold mines and diamond mines are in Bihar. Still then, it is one of the most poverty, one of the state which is having maximum people under poverty line, because they want people to be under poverty line, because if they will become rich and educated, then there will be no people, no labor in to work on their mines and other things. So this has been totally practiced by politicians. So I was talking about Hindus, sorry, getting more on this. Now I am ending this lecture with this lesson, with lesson from Bhagavad Gita. If you will understand this lesson, you will have some mental peace in your life. What this lesson says: whatever happened for good. Whatever is happening for good, and whatever will happen for good. What you have lost, that you are crying for. Whatever you have gained here. Means here, gained here means you have gained in this world. You haven't come with anything before with your birth, that you are having car when you got a birth. So whatever you gain from here. Whatever you lost, you have lost here. What belongs to you today belonged to someone else yesterday and will belong to someone else tomorrow. Change is eternal rule of life. So don't focus on the result, but do karma. All One of the main thing about Hinduism is about your karma. If you are doing anything bad to any person of any other religion or our same religion, then you are not a good Hindu. So to be a Hindu, you don't need to follow any god or goddess. You just have to focus on your karma. Thank you. If you feel anything right, or during this lecture, right or wrong, sorry, I have written it wrong, let me write it. During this lecture, then please do mail me. Pardon for spelling mistakes. Do mail me on address below. Your suggestions are always welcome. My email ID is yogesh.mala@gmail. Thanks for watching this lecture. Have a great day. And you can also download this slide presentation from my website textfire.in. Let me write that also. Okay, pardon. You can get this my URL of my website from video below, the link below this video. Have a great day. Keep learning.